Um, but there's only one exit to this room, and it leads you back the way you came. But for buns and for buns and ham and nugget, it leads to the hallway where the rest of your party came from.
So the only way back is through that hallway. That everyone else
Yes.
came through.
Mm-hmm. The original portal that you walked through is no longer there. The one that leads to the sorting room is no longer there.
So there's nothing at the end of that hallway that we can see. The hallway of mirrors.
No, not the hallway of mirrors. You were making a drink when they left the hallway of mirrors, but they entered another hallway that had three. Essentially, the hallway itself had three different portals. One led to the hallway of mirrors, one led to where you guys are now, and then originally, when they tried to enter the other one, it snapped itself closed and didn't let them enter.
So we go
So
back
is that one
around
still
with
in?
that same other one that blocked us before?
So if you go back into the hallway and attempt to go through that portal that blocked you before, it will let you in if you choose to go through it.
I'm going wherever you go this time, miss.
Have you hopped down, or are you still up on my shoulder at this point?
She back up on the shoulder.
Okay. Well, forward retrack.
All right.
That,
So you're all
through that other one.
okay. So you're all going through that portal.
Mason buns are at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would go through it.
All right, and I
I
assume
climbed
Vlad
back
is also
on top of a nugget so that I can stand my full trench coat height.
not the full trench coat height. Okay, and then Vlad, I assume you're also going through the portal.
Yes, I'll be following up behind everybody, making sure we've left nothing behind.
Alrighty. As you guys enter the room through the portal, it closes behind you and there's no longer an exit in the direction in which you came. Darkness extends in every direction. The only light source is a beam of light illuminating a seated creature in front of you. Imagine accumulation of everyone in your party. Now imagine that sorry, hold on. I'm trying to like describe this right so it doesn't sound ridiculous. So it's accumulation of everyone in your party. It's a figure that essentially is made up of bits and pieces of the four of you. Sorry, yeah, the four of you, not Nugget.
Oh, so
and it looks and it looks at you. And now imagine that that being has all the training, knowledge, and gear your party has right now. Now imagine that they're sitting in a chair and they're staring at you. And last, imagine that there's no way out.
How about I do anyway?
So there's a creature sitting in front of you, and it is essentially just a combination of all four of you.
It's the dredge, if the dredge was made up of our party.
Uh-huh. And it also, you can see that it has every item that you all currently have.
Is there a way we could persuade our way through it?
You
like not
could
have
try.
to fight it?
You could try and talk to it.
Sup?
So
I
do
wave to it.
His face and his body, and he fully shifts into Ham Hock. And he just waves identically back to you and responds with a sup.
I like this
hi,
guy.
hello.
It swaps to Buns. Hi.
Who are you?
Well, I'm all of you.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Do I have any inkling what this thing could be?
Not a clue. This is something that you've never heard of and you've never run into before.
So, what's this part of the funhouse?
It's it swaps again back to Ham, and it goes, I guess it's you and me and you.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, I've
but
gathered
do we-
that much.
How do we get out of here?
Yeah. And it swaps. And then sitting in the chair in front of you, it has perfectly mimicked Suo. And it says, we make a deal. I'll let you out. You just have to give me something real important in return.
You're not getting my robot. He's fine.
He swaps to look like Mace. I don't want your robot.
And you're definitely not getting my book.
Something-
Nope.
He swaps to look like Buns again, and he holds up an identical book and opens it. And your handwriting, it is identical. It's like he is holding your book. Don't need it. He closes the book and he sits in the chair, and then he looks like Vlad. And he says,
In
It's
armor or out of
really-
armor?
in armor. And he just kind of looks around and he like looks at Vlad, and he just in a monotone voice, I can't do it. I haven't figured it out yet.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Also, I don't know how you look at anything. Like, these eyes are so fucked.
I don't need to look at anything. Everything just seems to bring itself to me, apparently.
Fair.
Fair.
And he swaps back to looking like Suo. And he looks at the party and he goes, I don't want any of your stuff. Just give me a significant memory and I'll let you through.
All right. This seems pretty easy then. I will offer.
Before you do that, does anybody want an insight check to get an idea of what
yeah.
they mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll insight check that. I'm curious.
Hold on, is that something I'm proficient in? I got a +2
You
at
can
least.
you can roll it anyway. Wow, you and Vlad. Vlad, you're not 100% sure what he means by that. Ham, it sounds a little sus. Like it's not the whole. He's a car salesman. He's giving you some car salesman energy. Buns and Mace, he doesn't just want to hear your memory. He doesn't want to just hear one of your most like valued and cherished memories. He wants to take it and keep it.
Oh, I assumed that.
You can't have my memory.
I don't want
No.
all of it. I
No.
just want one of them.
No. They're all precious
Well,
to
then you're
me.
not getting out.
Mm,
All right, I got it. The most cherished memory that I can think of.
Ham, no. They want to keep it. Like, you're not gonna have it anymore.
Well, I'm not going to make any new ones if I'm stuck here.
Well,
I will offer you the memory of how I met Nugget.
He turns into Ham Hock and he's like, that's a tasty one.
I do imagine it would taste really good.
And he holds out the hand that just looks exactly like yours. And he just says, do you willingly give?
You can have it.
I hold out my hand, like, overhanded, like I'm dropping something. Like a mic drop hand movement.
You feel as that memory fades from yours altogether. You can no longer recall how exactly you met Nugget. As he closes his hand and he just goes, that was a tasty one. You're free to go. Will anyone else join him?
Mace just looks to Buns.
Buns just shakes her head. Don't.
By using Vladinsky's persuasion skill, wants to see if he can't give up 3 of his best memories so that the rest of the party can go back.
Ooh, give me a persuasion.
Valinsky? No.
I've lived for 300 years. I could live without the couple.
Oh.
Can Mace give a help in that? Kind of hype up these memories that
You could probably change
the
thing to 2 memories
is,
each. Like
and,
actually
I-
modify it to make it sound
kind
better.
of give extra context. Like, this guy has lived for so long and has experienced so much in his lifetime. The short lifetime that Mace has been alive has only been by Buns' side. Those memories are probably not as tasty or as impactful as some of the things that Vladinsky has experienced.
Vlad, you can roll again.
Oof. That is a
Wow.
10.
He looks at Vlad and he holds up, he still looks like Ham, and he holds up his arm, but it looks like Vlad, it looks like your arm outside
He
of
doesn't want to
armor,
use your eyes.
and he just wags his finger. No. And he looks over at Mace and Buns and he goes, the shortest memories are sometimes the tastiest.
You're not getting any of his memories. Buns
Then I guess you're
hops
staying.
down. No, I will give you 3 of mine if you will let me and Mace go.
3 for 2. Roll persuasion.
I've lived a long time too. I have lots of good memories.
Oof,
Apparently
it
not
was so
that fucking
close.
good.
It
I
was so
know.
close to that 20.
I know.
Mm, I don't know. The 2 of you are really trying to let that one keep his memories. They must be really tasty.
After Vlad sees Buns to offer up her memories with an inspiration, I could try and get my persuasion one last time.
You're going to spend your inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my inspiration on it. Because Buns really inspired me to try it once more. See if I can't pass off this persuasion.
So you already kind of rolled with advantage. So I will allow you to roll again, but we'll tweak the deal. You can take Buns' deal. So you can offer 3 memories in exchange for 2 of you. So one person would still have to give a memory.
Alright.
$18. It's not bad.
Oh, you know what? I'll take it. Who are you supplementing for?
Buns walks up. Here's the memory of the first time I successfully cast a spell.
Ooh.
Vladinsky's gonna hold out his hand and stops Buns and says he's gonna cover for Buns and Mace.
What?
That's not the deal, sir.
You-
I said you could cover for yourself and one other person.
I didn't quite catch that, so I shall cover. She'll cover
Nice.
Mace then. Hey, if Buns is so willing to offer up.
He reaches out, looking like Buns, and he once again pulls Buns' memory of the first successful spell she's ever cast.
And that's
And you
one
can
of
no
her
longer
happiest. That was one of her happiest memories, and
You
what set
can
her on the path
know-
to be a wizard.
you can no longer recall that moment. And he looks to Vlad and he says, I'll take 3.
I will give over the memory of my first promotion as a soldier. Painful, loving memory of my first lover. And I will hand over the love for the loving memory of the kingdom I once knew.
Ooh, that's a big one. He reaches out
Oof.
and he pulls those memories from you. And you can see as it takes longer because he pulls 3 this time. And he
one of them's
closes
pretty big.
he closes his hands and he goes, that was quite a chunk to give away. Very worthwhile. He will then wave his hand. And as he waves his hand, a door will appear next to him. And he looks over the party and he goes, thanks for the good time. And the door creaks open.
Mace, having been silent this whole time, I hope you enjoy them.
Every time.
And
he turns
walks
into
through.
Ham Hock again and he goes, they were real tasty.
What was?
Yeah, okay.
And Mace will just walk through the door.
Oh, we can leave now. All right, see ya.
Do-do-do-do.
I get the feeling that he didn't lose much.
I don't think he did either, but Vladinsky's gonna walk out after shaking his head, thinking that was pretty unbearable to lose those three memories.
Oh, Berdinsky.
I think I'm the youngest amongst us. By a
Technically,
lot.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all of 10 years old.
Yup.
So as you walk through the door closes behind you, and he just kind of starts shifting through he shifts through a bunch of the people in your memories and things. And as the door closes, he just lands on Suo and he gives Buns a wink.
Buns just flips him off as the door closes.
As those doors close, you can suddenly feel the floor beneath you. The floors and the ceilings writhe, they pulse, they gurgle, and they breathe. A closer inspection reveals the floor is a mass of tentacles. Dominating the center of the room is a tentacle mass sitting between two large cages. The villagers within one of the cages scream in terror, while in the other they mumble incoherently. They're broken shells of their former selves. A mass of tentacles stoops over one of the cages. It has just popped the arm off of a screaming woman and shoved one of its own dislocated tentacles into the socket where the arm used to be.
What's the arm doing after it's detached?
Which arm?
The one he detached.
So they pull the arm off of the person, they replace it with a tentacle, and then you see as the tentacle that pulled the arm off kind of like sucks that arm into itself.
Fascinating.
And everybody must make a wisdom saving throw as they see this creature do this.
Bye-bye. 20.
All right. So far, so good. Buns, you are so weirdly stoic about this. Like, it's terrifying sight, but you're holding so steady.
I'm gonna trust this dice thing. That is
There
you go.
You
13 total.
succeed. You all manage to hold it together.
I'm used to gore and ripping off of arms. Just takes a good tug.
I'm gonna kick this shit off. Tasha's Mind Whip.
You're. Hold on.
the tentacle-
You're whip. Okay,
Tasha's
so you're
Mind Whip.
whipping the tentacle. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so we will immediately go into combat.
Buns is not okay with this.
So we're immediately. So everybody will roll initiative.
Oh God.
Sorry, guys. Ugh.
Hey,
Nice.
Buns. Just checking. Are you wearing shoes?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Not on repeats.
Is anyone else not wearing shoes?
Neither Nugget or
Ladinsky
I.
would be.
Got it.
I think there's
May-
only
may-
one person that was wearing shoes and they're gone.
Mace is wearing leather boots.
Oh, nice. One of us
So-
is still wearing shoes.
So we'll go in order here. Hamhawk, you're not wearing shoes.
Nope.
You hear the faint voice of a woman, like, and it just says, "The farm people bring me the ones they don't want." And then
The farm people.
Buns, you hear, "Are they my wedding gifts? They break too easily. The cage keeps them safe for a while." And then Vlad, you hear, "The hands reject me. Will you reject me?"
The creature needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I guess when it gets to my turn.
Well, no, you did that, so we will just go ahead and let that
Just a
happen.
cantrip, right? Or is that a spell?
This is second level. This is my last second level spell.
They fail because they only got a 7.
Oh, sweet.
You can finally do the full thing.
They take 12 points of psychic damage, and on their turn, they can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. On its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one.
Buns, as you hit it with your spell, that same voice echoes through your mind, and it just says, "Yes, yes, yes."
Is this the voice of us, basically?
No, this is a woman's voice.
Well, I meant us from Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, I
That
don't
kind
know.
of wispy, the first mind flayer that you find.
It's
Intellect Devourer.
it's
Intellect Tower,
not
that thing.
it's not that wispy. It's literally it's similar to the Faceless Woman, where they're talking into your brain. It's not really
Oh.
wispy. It is just a woman's voice.
Okay.
So we will start.
Man.
We will go ahead and just start up here. Hamhuck, it is your turn.
I'm too tired for this.
Can I reach down and touch the floor and try to speak to it with my mind?
Yes, you can.
How do we get out of here?
That's what I'm
Let's
saying in my head.
see. Let me see. So she doesn't respond. She's just she kind of just, I'm trying to think how she would respond to this. How do you get out of here? Let's see. She doesn't know how to get out of here.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark
Okay.
and action me and or movement me and Nugget will walk up because we're human ham. And I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna ankle bite with
All
a
right.
sword
Go for it.
on this mass of tentacles. We making sushi tonight.
Go for it.
Short sword have finesse. It does. Okay. I don't trust this thing right now. So I get +5 to hit in case it rolls with strength instead.
Okay.
It should roll with Dex.
Okay,
Yeah.
it did. So it's a 23 to hit.
It hits.
I'm going to have Nugget use his reaction to add an additional point of damage to this, but it's going to be for another d6 of fire to this. So it is... Why did it do that?
You hit the wrong one. You hit the damage button. Yeah, there you go.
And then Nugget adds 1 point of damage to that, right?
1d6.
Okay, so then roll a d6 and we'll just add that. So if you just click the dice at the bottom. There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Ouch.
so that's 8 total.
8 total. And then gets +5 to hit for
Well,
the
so
bite attack.
as you finish that first hit, you also hear, you all begin to hear that same voice, everyone in the party suddenly starts to hear, as you kind of damage it that time, you hear, cut it away, cut it all away.
All right, we're gonna give it a haircut. Bite attack, so it's +5 to hit, 1d6 +2 damage. So only 8.
So that misses.
And that's it.
And now it is Mace's turn.
Mace will pull out his newly enchanted scythe. The pentagram will start spinning in the opposite direction, and the spines on on the lower portion of his back will kind of pop and twist and extend towards the base of his tail and form like a club. And he will take a swing. He'll run up and take a swing.
All right.
And 24 to hit.
Well, that'll definitely hit.
Because
that will definitely hit.
it doesn't have the +1 on it yet. So, or is it that's +1 to damage, right? On those, or is it
Both.
or is it
For
2 attack and okay?
The
both,
plus one,
yeah.
the +1 part, yeah, it's 2 damage and
So 11
11.
damage then.
All right. Once again, everybody hears as it says, "Off with the bad, on with the good."
And that'll be it.
Uns is gonna scratch at herself, and a cloud of fleas goes to infest this massive tentacles. DC 14 con saving throw, please.
Okay. It succeeds with a 21.
Okay. Then no damage. Because that was just a cantrip.
Okay.
Because I am almost out of spells.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Vlad, you're up.
Alright, so I'm assuming it's still fine. Everything.
You're cutting out real bad.
You're like going, you're like
Every
old
other
cell phone
syllable.
commercials, like
Oh
the
god.
tunnel. This. I think you're okay though.
Doop-a-doop. Doop-doop-a-doop-a-boop.
Are you there?
Anyway,
Mana,
hello?
mana.
Hello?
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so anyways, I'm just gonna run up and smash it with my warhammer.
All right. Smash away. Swing. 18 hits. All right.
Last
Where
two
you
with
at?
Divine Smite.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 16.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Everybody once again hears the female's voice go, "Yes, yes, cut it off."
Like,
All right.
Same, Yugoki, same.
You guys are gonna really regret these jokes. On its turn,
oh, no.
it does nothing.
This wasn't my idea, so
Hamhock, how close are you to the creature?
The center of the mass,
Well, how close are you to the thing that you're attacking?
right next to it.
All right, so you need to make a dexterity saving throw because the tentacles are still like they're like wiggling around still.
Oh no. Moist wigglers.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this? I don't
I
think
have
you're
to roll
ready.
for Nugget too.
Oh no.
If Nugget
So
is also close, then yes.
I'm
that would
standing
be
on Nugget, so
is a nat 1 for Ham.
So then
telling you I don't
let's
trust
see
these
what
dice, but here we go. He gets dexterity is 1 plus 2, so 3 dex save. Okay.
So Nugget
It's fine.
saves, and you're going to take a giant 1 bludgeoning damage.
Did it pinch his toes?
And you hear something different.
Oh no, it's trying to moisten me.
You hear the echo of a woman yelling, "Give me my body back and take me home, you abyssal demon."
I've been called a lot of things. I'm gonna have to add that to the list of things that have happened. That one's new.
1 point of damage.
So even Hamhock can realize this is not somebody talking to you. This is an echo of something that has already happened.
Okay.
So this you're hearing a past echo. They are not yelling at you. They are yelling at somebody else.
They're probably just using the voices of other people that were in the cages before.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Keep splashing.
All right, roll to hit.
Wow.
It does not hit. I feel like a lot of dice are betraying you because your physical dice aren't doing that hot for you either, babe.
It was rolling better than 1s and 5s.
You did get a nat 20 on punching Bart,
So it's
which, by the way, almost killed Bart.
he stayed behind in the room, so he's got bigger problems.
Oh my god.
That also misses. I
That's
assume
it.
that was Nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Mace.
Okay, we'll see how well this works. There it goes. Finally.
Oh, wait, Mace, you are also within 10 feet. Roll a dexterity
headset just-
saving throw.
His headset just died. Hold on a moment.
Yeah, I heard the rest of his sentence in your mic, so I
Oh,
assumed
no.
as much.
Oh no!
This is why I
Roll a
don't use
dexterity
wireless
saving throw, my
headsets.
love.
I didn't mean to kill it so hard.
You totally killed it that hard, Atlas. Yep. Huh?
Gosh darn, I'm just so good. I'm so good. Oh, Mace. Mace is gonna take the hottest 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Does that half to 0 or?
Yep, halves round downs if you're raged. Haven't you already raged like
I
4
don't
times
think
today?
I don't think you. This is only a second rage. Also, I
Yeah.
don't think you can. You can't round down to 0. I don't think.
No.
Yeah,
It would just be
at least
1.
one.
I was joking.
So you take 1 point of damage.
Yes.
And you hear the echo of the woman again say, "You had an affair. She never found out. The homewrecker you hooked up with died in a raid, but you still know."
Damn. Okay, and I did a thing. Maybe this will actually roll the actual numbers here. Hey.
That hits?
Yep, it would round down to 0, by the way. I was just double checking.
Oh,
Oh.
well, I was just joking, but okay.
Look at that shitty damage roll.
So 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
It once again continues to ask for you to cut away. Also, I just
I'm
realized that
doing my
homewrecker thing,
best here.
absolutely not what they said.
Oh, jeez.
Definitely accidentally read off of the wrong table. What you actually heard is, have you seen what floor 222 does to people? Can you see what it did to me?
Anything else,
Okay.
love?
Nope, that would be my turn. Doop.
What the hell am I concentrating on?
That might be holdover.
It wasn't because you casted infestation.
I don't have anything
Infestation's not-
that's. I don't have
And
anything
then
currently
you-
going that's. Mage
Yeah, you
armor is not concentration.
Is the
the one thing that you started with.
is that concentration until the end? Like if they break the concentration, they get their reaction back?
No, it's just
That
an
was just
action.
one turn.
Yeah, it's just the one turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know. Not Witch Bolt.
Oh yeah.
That's concentration. If it's.
That's a miss.
You know. I didn't want to use it. Okay. Well then. Not moving.
Vlad, you are also within 10. So make a dexterity saving throw.
Here comes a net.
I was about to say, I swear to God. Okay, it's not a nat 20, but you do
Almost.
succeed. Yes, you succeed.
And I just casually start swinging.
All right, swing away. Oh my God, there's the nat 20.
There it
It's a
is.
shame you don't have another divine smite in you.
Yeah, it's too bad.
All right.
But this time I can use my reaction to add another d6 to that one. Because I didn't hit this round.
So same deal. Roll all your damage, and then we double everything. So
That was
5.
with critical.
Okay. Oh, so you already added the crit? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's automatically adding an additional dice, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll double. So we'll go ahead and double the ham damage. The ham damage is already.
Yeah,
We'll
ham
double
damage ruler.
that. The ham damage rolling.
That ham damage, yes.
And we'll make it 23. And you know what? No, yeah, go ahead. So 23, it's still alive and it's still begging to be cut apart.
Also,
Are you ready for this? You ready for this? It does nothing. Ham, make a dex saving throw because you are still within 10 feet, and so will Nugget. You need to dice jail those. You swap your dice. So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. That big, juicy 1 point of tentacle bludgeoning damage. And you hear, the fungal queen was nicer than this one. This one is no kiss I desire.
Okay, and this is
Nugget.
for Nugget. It's still a saving throw, it just matches his bonus.
Gotcha.
Just +3.
So Nugget also gets 1 point of bludgeoning damage. And Nugget would hear something, but it's Nugget. So really what Nugget hears is wah 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 wah
He
wah
only
wah
speaks
wah.
Draconic, so he can hear languages. Just only Draconic.
I mean, I could tell you what Nugget hears because it is given to him in his language, in whatever language he understands.
I mean,
But
sure.
he-
Just so we can hear it.
Nugget would hear, I didn't mean to break them. I tried putting them back together.
Rip.
Wow.
That's what they did.
I can fix
And
it.
now it's your turn.
Okay. Try again.
Oh, it was almost a 17. That misses. How do you change your dice? Is it this button? No. Because I know there's
It's
a
in
way to like
options.
change.
Yeah, it's in the options menu. The glorious dice or something.
The options, man, not game settings.
Configuration.
Configure settings, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, configure settings and then
Dice so nice.
Dice so nice, yeah.
3D dice
Very nice.
settings.
Very nice. Because I also want to change my dice.
Right?
Here we go. That's the ones I like. What's Nugget doing?
Oh, I was trying to change the dice, but we'll just.
Oh, I can show you in a second after. Oh, well, you have it pulled up. Okay. Well, Nugget hits. Nugget biscuit, nugget biscuit.
Five damage.
How would Nugget like to kill this tentacle monster?
It starts eating the
Wow.
tentacle.
That tracks.
It just like,
Yum, 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 yum.
As Nugget kills the tentacles, they fall and start to fall apart slowly. The mass stops wiggling around, and a little bit of a crater opens up in between the two cages where the main mass of tentacles was before.
okay.
But that's the end of combat.
Can we get these people out?
Is there anyone else in the room?
There are two cages. The cage on the right holds 10 villagers. The villagers have been
Any-
touched and transformed, each with an appendage that has been replaced by a wriggling tentacle. And there's a cage on the left that holds 8 villagers who have yet to be changed by the monstrosity.
Any of them match the description given to us by the kid?
Do you want to give a perception?
$22.
A woman matching the description of the boy's mother, Sandy, is in this room. Weeping in the right cage, her left arm has been replaced with a tentacle.
Does it look like these tentacle arms are still functioning like their normal arms, or are they just flailing about randomly?
So the tentacle arms. So the villagers have some control over them. But they're very hard to control, so they're very much like it's not it's not a good new appendage.
Rip.
Just a moment, ma'am, and I'm going to go over and inspect the door on that cage.
The door on the cage. There's a lock on the cage.
Does it look? There's a keyhole, I would imagine.
There is a keyhole, yes.
Looking around the room, do I see any keys at all?
Looking around the room, you can give me an investigation check. With a 3, you look around the room and you don't see any keys. There's still a crater where the massive tentacles used to be, like kind of an opening, a dip in that area, and there's something or someone laying in it.
If you lower me down with the chain, I can check on him.
It's not that deep of a crevice. You can like it's slanted enough that you can walk down into it with ease and also walk out of it with ease.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say it might not be deep, but I'm also short.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can just saunter, we'll saunter. Or are we already next to it since we were next to the mass?
So you are very close to it. As you turn to look into it, anyone who turns to look sees a withered and deformed female elf torso in the center of that mass, curled in the fetal position with thousands of tendrils and tendril stumps emanating from her. And she's in that fetal position and her hands are clutching close to her chest as if she's guarding something.
Ham, what does she have?
Yeah, can't tell from here. We'd have to get down in there.
I'm gonna say also Buns and Flitinsky, you can make a history check to see if you recognize who this might be. Okay. Vlad, she looks familiar. Buns, you recognize who this is from a story that you were told. A story that was brought to you by some of the fey folk and fey creature that kind of they jump around a lot into different planes and everything, and you hear a story of Afara, the banished bouquet is what they called her. She was once an elven noble engaged to a handsome prince until her sorcerer nephew mistranscribed the summoning circle to bring her to her wedding. Instead, she appeared on the 222nd plane of the abyss, the domain of Zugtmoy, the demon queen of the fungi. The wedding dress clad elf reacted to the plane's magic, becoming a shambling mass, a bouquet of plant like tendrils. Impressed at Afavara's beauty, Zugtmoy chose her as a bouquet for her wedding to Arumicus. After the wedding, they tossed the bouquet back to the planar void, where this realm caught her, in this dimension, and she's lived here ever since.
I will relay this to the party.
I'm walking up. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Okay, as
That
you
is-
approach her,
That is quite the dramatic event on one's wedding day.
like I said, she's curled in that fetal position, holding tight to her chest. There is a chain, like a little gold chain around her neck that leads to whatever she's clutching to her chest.
What are the tentacles doing as I approach?
All of the tentacles have stopped and fallen.
I'm gonna poke them with my meat cleaver.
They do nothing.
While Ham's doing that, I'm going to perform a ceremony and oral rite, which essentially prevents her body resurrecting in the next 7 days. By no means short of a wish spell.
Gotcha. But the tentacles are not moving. They're you can gleam that she was the tentacles and that they are both dead.
Can I try to pry open her fingers?
You easily pull them apart, and in her palm is a gold ring that says, "To my beloved Afavara." This would be her wedding band that she never actually got to her wedding with. And around her neck, hanging from that chain, is a key that looks like it would fit the key to the cages.
So in her hands was both the key and the wedding band?
Around her neck is the key, and in the palm of her hand is her wedding ring that she never got to actually use.
I'll close her hand back around the ring and take the key back over to the cages.
All right.
I will carefully take her arm, hold it over across her heart, placing the wedding on her heart.
Okay. So the key does open the cages.
I'd start with the one with the tentacle armed people, since we know someone in there, or we're trying to figure out that person. And then go to the other one.
Okay. So you
Oh.
easily open them, and they start filing out. Some of them are having a very hard time walking because some of them, some have had a leg, or even 2 legs replaced with tentacles.
I'll go up to the lady. Ma'am, where's your husband and daughter?
I don't. You know them? I don't know.
No, we saw your son. He's back in town.
My son. He's okay.
He was when we left him.
Oh,
We
good.
left him some food.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
How long?
5 days.
How long? 5 days.
I thought it was 3, but
He mentioned
was
5
5.
days. Yes.
Yeah, it was 5 days. I don't know where I don't.
Okay.
They're gone.
It's
I don't
okay.
know where.
It's okay.
We'll try and find them.
Thank you.
Buns will just call out, "Is there a Miguel here?"
The townspeople kind of look around, and they look like a man looks at you. His left leg is a tentacle, and he kind of he looks at you and he goes, "No, I don't know where he is. They separated us. Some of us ended up
Okay.
here. I don't know where anybody else ended up.
Okay.
Hopefully
We'll
better
keep
than
looking.
us."
We'll keep looking.
They'll probably want to stick around here. It's not like any of the other rooms are any safer.
Yeah.
That's fair. We can start tending to what wounds we can tend to, I guess.
All right.
I'm looking for a way out into a new space.
Does anyone know the way out? Maybe where you came in from? Or were you just ported in here?
Let's see. A lot of them are so disheveled and confused, and they're just not. They don't know for sure how they got here. But one of them, who was one of the lucky few, kind of looks at you all and says, "Well, after you, I guess, killed it, a door over there." And they point to the opposite end that you entered, and there's another door.
Oh,
just-
perfect.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's par for the course for this place. We'll keep going.
I start walking.
We'll
Okay.
try to come back for you
Thank
once
you.
the way is clear.
As you walk away, you can kind of hear a man behind you go, "Wow, that was a really realistic, human face that guy made. It's like it looked really good." And I don't even know how that guy looked like a skeleton. That was crazy. The bear hat was adorable. And there's
And then
another woman off to the side that's like, "But did you see the little bunny witch? I have nothing to add. You just gotta look at him. We've been here for a long time."
Mace will turn back around, lower his hood. We'll be back for you all. I swear.
Okay, I don't those costumes were pretty cool. Baloney guy was cool. Bear, witch, really cool. I don't know how that guy gets his face to glow when he talks. That's a talent. That's got to be some kind of weird witchcraft thing, right?
Don't worry.
That's all
he's
you
nice.
hear as that's all you hear as you kind of walk towards the doors. I'm just being like, maybe it's like a.
Ooh,
I mean, it can't be like a candle, right? Like they can't do a candle. Like it's the inside of his head. Also, that'd get really hot.
Buns just kind of holds her arms up for Mace to scoop her up.
Uppies.
Yes, she's doing the uppies.
All right. Do you enter the door?
Mace will pick her up, obviously, and then walk through the door. Yes.
All right.
I didn't
A
totally
large,
make the uppies thing.
a large round bed made with satin sheets of black and red checkerboard is in the middle of this room. Resting on tables, a vast collection of miniature model towns litter the room. Farms, chapels, rivers, bridges. You find examples of all such things in this showroom. Their details are carved intricately. One of these models sits on a small platform at the foot of the bed, its pieces slowly coming together, moving on their own. Several items stand out as well. A large oval mirror with scintillating colors behind the glass, a brass lyre, a short sword with an emerald encrusted hilt, and a teacup resting on its own pedestal.
All right.
Can I have 11 minutes?
What's
Well, 10. And Buns plops down and starts ritually casting Detect Magic.
I thought you meant that literally because it's. Thought you were talking about like, oh, it's almost getting late.
No, it was. No.
Can I get so everybody who isn't doing that, can you give me an investigation check? As you look through the room. Can we get a 6? Damn.
Hey.
The Vladinsky's just upset there's no sun to praise.
He's Birdman, I'm telling you. Been away from the sun for too long.
You can see out of the corner of your eye, there is a transparent blue curtain, and there are shadows moving behind it.
Okay, so like a translucent tapestry.
It's think like the one that we use for your office. The
What is that, sheer or?
yeah, it's like a sheer transparent. Also, why did that happen? That's
Huh?
I'm just fixing the Fujitech thing messed up.
Oh, good lordy. He's a loading screen.
all right?
So there's the weird items on the table, miniature versions of towns, or just stuff that you'd find in towns.
So they are
Are they whole town
they
models?
are it's models of entire towns. And then there's
Okay.
one that's being crafted at the end.
Do any of the towns that we're passing as we go through the room look like the ghost town as we walked around that one?
Hold on 1 second. Still trying to fix. It would die on me right now. Okay. We will have to temporarily put something up. We're fixing things on the fly. Technical difficulties.
The technical difficulties. 1 moment, please.
What? Us have technical difficulties? Never.
I know.
Oh,
Crazy, insane. I gotta do what I gotta do, okay? Because for some reason the Fujitech link for Husky broke.
mm,
Did it fix it? Wait, did it fit? Did it just fix itself as soon as I?
yep.
Well now
Looks
it's
like maybe.
transparent, so I don't think so. Okay. So we'll put this Husky back up for now, and then I will check on it again in a minute to see if it fixes itself. Running the connection Discord failed. Please check you're logged into the same account. I am. So it's just Fujitech being weird and not connecting to Discord for some reason.
Log back in.
Okay.
I will do that after I explain some of this stuff. Hold on. Yes, the one. So sorry. Yes, the one at the end. Oh well, there's
I
a
was about to
different
say.
Husky. What? How did that change? Anyway, the one at the end, the model at the end of is under construction, and it does look identical to the ghost town.
Very interesting. All right, I'm gonna go peek behind the curtain real quick.
And I walk over in that direction.
Gotcha. All right.
Both Nugget and I.
When you pull back the curtain,
Mhm.
because Fujitech is still broken, we're gonna hide that. When you pull back the curtain, you are greeted with what looks to be a display. And in the display, you see in order a hooked horror, a rust monster, and a human girl with red hair.
Isn't this the girl that we're here for? She's the one that can cook.
Actually, the girl that could cook was the mom.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or was it?
That was the mom in the back room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she? Same question. Does she match the description of the sister?
She does in fact match the description of the sister.
And it's just a display. Or is it like, are they
It
real
is-
people?
They are real living things.
But they're not doing anything.
It almost looks like they're trapped behind an invisible wall.
Are they moving? Are they like sitting it down? What's their idol? Can they tell we're here?
If they can, they don't really give anything away. They're looking very passive, very much like, yeah, almost not overjoyed or elated, but very similar in like they're just very almost as if they just could care less.
A little apathetic.
Yes.
What? Mace walks
Okay.
up behind Ham and like notices the invisible wall, kind of taps on it.
Yeah, it feels it feels like you're tapping on almost a solid thing of glass.
Did any reaction to the tapping?
Nope, nothing reacts in the behind the wall, nothing reacts.
So other than the models, this weird prison behind the curtain, you said there was also a bed?
There is a bed, yes. A large oval or a large round bed with satin sheets of black and red checkerboard.
Can I look under the bed?
You look under the bed.
You gotta check for monsters, yo.
There's literally been monsters everywhere, and we haven't found one yet other than the stasis one.
You look under the bed and it's really dark, but you can see things moving, but it's almost like it's like a weird like ripply movement that goes from the bottom under the bed and it ripples across the sheets on top also. But they're very small, and whatever it is, it's very hard to tell what it is because the bed is being covered with this sheet.
I'm going to look back at everyone. And then we're yoinking the sheet off. Because nobody
right.
stopped me.
Is
Okay.
my my detect magic almost done?
Yeah, at this point it's probably almost done. As he rips the sheet off the bed, you can recognize in that brief moment before the sheet is fully ripped off that there are in fact at least at minimum 3 magic items in here. And obviously the force wall.
Right.
As you remove the sheets, you reveal something very strange. Buns. There is magic coming from the bed. A unique force field holds the souls of nearly 100 humanoid
Yes.
creatures, which create a slow rippling motion in the mattress as they move about.
That's a bed of souls.
It's like a water bed, but they made it using water from the river Styx.
Yeah.
I'm
What
actually
are
not
the
sure
magic
what we're supposed to be
items?
doing.
What are the magic items?
The mirror glows, the lyre glows, and so does the sword. And what did you say, Ham? What'd you say, Ham?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Something about a
Hearing,
waterbed made out of the river Styx.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
hearing the comments of the river Styx and such, Mace pulls out his scythe. Well, this feels appropriate, and slices at the bed.
All right. Give an attack roll.
Buns will go collect the sword and the lyre.
Okay. $14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
The mirror
All
is
right.
magic too.
As your scythe slams down into it, you see as it slowly starts to crack apart, but you haven't quite broke it yet.
Take another swing.
All right, go ahead and go ahead. What is everybody else doing while? Because Buns points out the mirror. So what is Vlad and Ham doing?
I'm going to go and try to break the girl out of the force field, I guess.
Can you give me a investigation real quick as you go over there? Or just a quick perception, I guess, since you're not really investigating on purpose. That hits. With a 17, Ham, on the left side, where you pulled the curtains apart, just hidden slightly behind the curtain you pulled back is a lever next to the force field. And Mace, you slam your scythe back down into it, and the field containing all of these spirits shatters, and all of them start to fly out free and praising and thanking you for freeing them, as one stops and looks at you, and it just says, "A gift for our freedom." and they hold out a hand, and you get the feeling that they're asking for one of you to take their hand to receive a gift.
Mace
Blidinsky.
quickly sheathes his scythe and looks to Blidinsky.
Blidinsky, take their gift.
Vladinsky will reach out the hand, take the spiritual gift.
Yeah, because you're the one that needs this anyway.
Oh no.
Flitinsky, they bless you with the blessing of protection, and you gain +1 bonus to your AC and +1 to your saving throws.
Wow.
I don't want to take any of these because I've gotten stuff already.
Anyway, Ham, there's a lever.
So you said there was the girl, a rust monster, and a what?
A hooked horror. If you would like to make a what check? It'd be a what check would I use for that? God, once again, I don't have anything in front of me.
If it's some sort of fiend or aberration, that could be Arcana,
It
as
would
opposed to
be
nature, which would be for the rust monster.
I'm gonna say it's probably a nature check because it's a monstrosity, so it's not like really religious. I'm gonna say you make a nature check to see if you can discern exactly what that is. 11. I'd say an 11. You at least know they're pretty tough, but they're not. They're they're solid. So they're more tanky than they are physical, but they're not fun. I will also put a picture in the Discord. That is the hooked horror, and then the second picture will be the rust monster, which just looks like an oversized like bed bug or flea mite, if you will.
Buns will bring the sword over to Hamhawk. This is magical. I don't know what it does, but do you want it?
It's just it's a short sword or a what?
It is a short, as far as you can tell, it is a short sword.
Huh.
It's a magical short sword, but
Well, I guess I'll hold on to it for now.
I can
Put that
identify
away.
it later.
I will grab the mirror in the.
you're gonna grab the mirror?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the mirror that was the Buns earlier.
As you walk over to the mirror and you go to grab it, let's see. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, perfect! Something I'm proficient.
I was about to say, do you also get bonuses to the saving throws as an aura yet?
I think you're only level 4. So
He does have that additional +1 to saving throws. So that's a
yeah, he
15.
has a +1. With a 14,
15 with the +1.
it added the +1 already.
it
Yeah,
Unless
I
there's
added
Oh,
the
is that?
+1 to the
Oh, got it.
modifiers in my
Yeah.
character sheet.
Got it.
Okay.
Cool.
So as you go to pick it up, you look into it, and this is so God, why does this keep happening? This is so ironic for you. As your skeleton form looks into the mirror, you see a horrifying visage of you peering back at you with oozing sores and warts and your bones, in between the bones and your teeth, they bleed as if you had flesh there and you don't. And
Not a
I
bad
need you to
case
roll.
of osteoporosis.
I need you to roll a D100, please.
I'm sorry. Oh.
29.
29. Okay. The sight of this overwhelms you, and you become incapacitated for at least a minute as you scream and cry at the sight of what you became.
Oh, gee.
As the only one that is even pseudo musically inclined, uh, walk over to Buns and reach for the lyre.
I don't know what
Ham,
it does yet.
so Ham, don't forget you did get the information on the hooked horror. I can also send you real quick since you did a check on that. If you also want to do a check real quick on the rust, if you want to do a nature on the rust, I'm to see if you can get facts. He says with air quotes, not. Okay, so I can't give you the stats and stuff for for the rust monster, but here is a stat block for the hooked horror because you know about them. Okay. And Vladinsky is currently crying and weeping and screaming, which is still ironic because he is also the only person in the room that shouldn't be able to cry.
Or scream.
I mean, he could still scream.
Valinsky, come away. Mace!
Mace is currently holding his hand out to grab the lyre from you.
Well, I guess nothing bad happened when I took it, so here, just maybe don't play it yet.
And go over and try and console Valinsky.
Yeah. Valinsky, you're
Okay.
okay.
With them consoling you, you can make a wisdom saving throw again, or a charisma saving throw. No, it'll be wisdom at this point. Yeah. You, with the help of your friends, you managed to pull yourself together, and you are still a little shaken by what you saw, but you are no longer incapacitated.
If it's that bad, you can just leave it. I was just mentioning that stuff that's magic.
I think I'll leave that one behind. That was even too scary for me. And look at me, I'm living skeleton bear. Nothing scarier than me for our XD face.
XD.
God.
Please.
Buds just
Like to imagine this like
hugs.
this holds the hands up in a paw shape RAR XD face.
Yes, thank you.
Buds just hugs the skeleton leg.
Anyway, while they're all consoling Vlad, Ham, what are you doing?
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Maybe not yet.
So the bed's been released. Items have been dispensed. It's just these three.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go look at the unfinished town. Is the tent there?
The tent is not there.
Any cart?
Nope. It's
Or
just the
carriage?
town. So
Okay.
judging from all the other towns and judging from the progress and the almost completed version of this town, you can tell that the model depicts the town as it was before Tasha showed up.
And it's not giving off any magic?
No, the town is not giving off any magic.
All right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try something here.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the lever and then push the lever back up. And I want to see if the cells reactivate, but I'm also like, if this was only an off switch, I'm ready for a fight.
Yeah. I'll be ready to.
We might need to sanctuary the girl so that she doesn't get cursed smacked.
Yes.
With detect magic, it gives you the like school, right?
Yes.
What school is the liar giving off?
The school of sick tricks. I don't. I can't really. There's not a school, particularly, because it does a couple things. So it'd be really hard to narrow it down to like one school.
Okay.
Fair enough. So it gives off a menagerie of colors. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you pull the lever down, the girl kind of starts to shake her head and she like looks over, but you quickly pull it back up. And the force field does return. And you can kind of see as that moment where she started to like shake her head and kind of like, try and like come out of a daze. She is reverted back to that same daze.
All right, perfect. Who's got some rope? We're gonna pull the lever, pull her out, and push the lever. That's the plan. Real quick and easy.
Buns holds up her rope.
Okay, how much rope? How much rope do you have?
50 feet.
Well, you got plenty of rope.
All right. Who's our most? I guess who's got the dexterity to try to pull this off?
Honestly, it's probably Buns.
Probably between us.
Yeah. I've
If you
got a
had to
plus
put a
3.
number,
Plus 3.
I can try it. I guess.
I think you both have +3, right?
Yeah, I'm at 16 dex. If we try to I'll try to lasso them if
Okay.
Mace wants to get on the
Mace, do the lever thing.
lever.
I will position myself next to the lever.
All right, we're gonna count down from 3.
And we're gonna try to
Alright.
pull this off.
Am I pulling the lever
What roll
on
do
one
I?
or on go?
Yeah, well, you guys figure that out. I gotta try and figure out what role I would give for you to lasso a little girl out of something.
Do a 3, 2, 1, go. And then on
Okay.
go is when we'll do the whole exchange.
Okay.
I feel like that's just a flat dex +3. I really can't think of a particular one. So just
If
your
it's any
dex plus
consolation,
modifier.
Yeah, I don't have any bonuses.
So
to it.
yeah, so
If it was like
so
athletics, it would still be just a +3.
we'll do dexterity acrobatics because you're doing some sick tricks.
So, prestidigitation. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pulls the lever.
Oh my
Hey!
Finally.
Fucking nat 20 for a
What
total of
the
23.
I can only get a nat 20 when I'm doing something to an
What
NPC.
the fuck? I want you to know that was a high skill check because that is some crazy ideas. Wow. with the utmost grace of like somebody who has lassoed people so many times, you see as the force field shimmers down, and before it even fully shimmers down, the ham throws this
A
lasso
ham human ham.
into this thing, grabs the girl, and before the girl can even get the chance to start realizing that she is no longer under the influence of this, she is then pulled, which
Buns,
I'm gonna
Buns will
I was
help.
gonna I was gonna say that it would take a lot for you to pull a 15-year-old child, but like you got a nat 20. You pull her gracefully.
Well, it's me and the Drake pulling. I'm just getting that lasso around. She's getting out.
The 3 smalls are pulling.
Yoink.
And as soon as she's free, I'm flicking that switch back up.
And as the monsters start to let out a small growl and they realize that they were free for a moment, you pull them back into their passive state, and the girl is free.
Yeah.
What was her
Some
name?
crazy. Tabitha.
Hi, hello, Tabitha.
You live.
What?
And your arm's not been replaced by a tentacle, so you're doing pretty good.
She
Yeah.
gives you a weird look and she's like, why would my arm be replaced with a tentacle?
Don't ask.
Where? What is happening?
Most of your town's probably dead.
What?
But your brother's not. He's still safe.
Your little brother's okay. He misses
The
you.
town is dead?
Not the entire town. Is the door back to the other room still there?
Yes. That one did not disappear.
Your mother is back through that, although you may not want to see her.
What's
I
wrong
think
with
she
my
does.
mom?
You
Well-
should go and check on her. She'd probably be glad to see that you're safe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just be prepared. One of her arms is a tentacle now. But she's still your mom. Do you want...
Her mouth moves as if she tries to make words, but nothing comes out. And she just turns and runs in the direction you pointed that her mom was in.
Is there another door that opens?
There is another door on the other side of this room past the mirror.
Can we, take a short rest for me to attune to the lyre?
You are technically in a safe space as long as you don't pull the lever.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
take the opportunity to get some identifies going as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Buns will
so you
take the sword and
all
start
right.
doing...
So you all get the benefit of a short rest.
I get nothing from the short rest.
Probably for the best because you're going to
I
be
mean,
working for
there's-
half of the short rest anyway. 10 minutes per
Um,
item that you're identifying.
There's health.
I haven't
So
taken any damage.
Oh.
only emotional.
Yeah, just emotional damage.
All right. So we'll start with the sword. This is Tasha's singing sword. When you attune to it, you gain +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls using this short sword. The short sword deals an additional 1d4 thunder damage on a successful hit. While in the possession of a creature, the sword hums a melody that the creature finds soothing or inspiring. Only the creature in possession of the weapon can hear the music. When used in combat, the sword sings loudly, breaking out into a massive chorus of multiple voices. The emerald in its hilt lights up, pulsing with the rhythm of the song.
Everyone can hear that song, though. Or is that
Buns
also
will-
one that only I can hear?
It would be only you can hear, but it pulses with the rhythm of the song you can hear.
Okay.
So we can hear it pulsing.
So
in
it's a
your
+2
hand,
short
kind
sword.
of.
That sings.
Yeah.
It's
Buns will
a
share the
+2.
information.
I will send you a screenshot of the thing so you can put it into your stuff. because it's a +2, but it also has 1d4 thunder damage on successful hit.
Nice.
So there's that.
And then Buns
and
will
then
take the lyre.
the
And
brass
10 minutes.
lyre. You gain a +1 bonus to magical attack rolls made while using this magic lyre as your spellcasting focus. A creature that attempts to play the instrument without being attuned to it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 2d4 psychic damage. So when Buns told you not to play it, she was smart. You may use an action to play the instrument and cast one of its spells. Once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast a spell again until the next dawn. The spells use your spell casting ability and spell save DC. The spells it can cast are Alter Self, Comprehend Languages, Fly, Levitate, Magic Mouth, and Misty Step. When you
Ooh.
use the instrument to cast a spell that causes the target to become charmed on a failed save, the target has disadvantage on saving throw. This effect applies whether you are using the instrument as a source of the spell or as a spell casting focus.
Okay, well, Misty Step is kind of useful for me.
But you can't
Nice.
cast spells while raging.
Right. I only have one more rage, so
I don't know who you're giving that to, so I will post this in
Yeah.
I will just
I'll-
go ahead and keep it, really.
I'll post it in
You don't
general.
have
I'm
spells.
about to say it should go to one of the casters.
I was thinking M. Or me.
I was also thinking M or them.
I mean, if
'Cause,
we
like-
keep it after the fact, yeah.
And
I will
then
say
gonna
that
Okay.
M is also getting an item.
Okay.
So, just if you're working on fairness, I'm letting you know.
Yeah. And on the mirror.
When this 4-foot tall mirror is viewed indirectly, scintillating dim lights of green, red, and yellow dance along the mirror's glass. The mirror weighs roughly 50 pounds and it has an AC of 11. 11. It is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage because it's a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a good information that they also thought it would include. This is some good World of Warcraft loading information if you've ever dealt with that before. It shatters and is destroyed when the hit points are reduced to 0. Any creature standing within 5 feet of the mirror who looks directly into it must succeed on a charisma saving throw. On failure, the creature sees a horrifying reflection of itself and suffers from short-term madness for 1 minute.
And that's like a tall mirror. It's not. It says that it was like
It's a 4
how big
foot.
of a mirror? A 4-foot
It's
mirror.
a 4-foot tall mirror.
That's a pretty big mirror. Okay.
Buns is gonna take a sheet and toss it over the mirror.
All right, you take the assumedly the satin but like
Yeah.
wet mildewy sheet and throw it over the mirror.
Yeah. Totally.
All right. Shall we go through the next door?
We might be able to sell this. You know, we haven't really been making any money.
I can't imagine there'd be very many buyers for a cursed mirror.
You'd be surprised.
I would.
But okay.
It would be interesting to carry out of here.
Just the solid I would.
That doesn't want to touch it. That thing is scary enough.
Somebody's scarred.
I was about to say who's gonna carry it? That's the real thing. It's
Skyrim's
delicate.
theme intensifies.
We don't have a bag of holding, so we can't
Or
keep
anything.
it safe.
Yeah.
Are you guys
Okay.
walking through the next door?
I say let's just, leave the mirror and continue. If we find the opportunity to come back for it, we can try to carry it, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust it with the villagers either.
Do I get the chance to have a short rest?
Yeah, you'll get a short rest too.
Okay, good.
Take 5, Zana.
Hmm. Do I want to get a level 2 spell back, or do I want to get 2 first level spell backs? 2 first levels.
Well, while you think through that, let me just casually turn my chair and look at Foxy. Hey, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Anyway, you guys
That's
ready to
the
go to the
voice
next
he
room?
makes. That's the voice he makes when he's smiling super cute like. It's
That's the
great.
voice I make when I'm about to make a mistake. Anyway.
Yeah, we're
So
adorable.
I feel like Fladinsky has to walk through the door on this one first.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So we're
Kick that
walking through the
door
door?
We're walking through the door. I'm walking close behind.
Mace pulls up through this
Here
time.
we go. I want everybody to know that chaos is about to ensue. Anyway. A banquet hall stretches out before you. A nearby table is strewn with platters of cakes, pies, fruits, and smoked meats. 8 people dressed in fine aristocrat attire sit with their plates full. They are in the middle of saying grace.
8 people. Got it. Like normal flesh and blood people.
Yes,
Do any of them
They're
look
not-
like Dad?
that's a good question. Are you gonna make a
Sure.
check?
Yeah, what do
Okay.
you want?
Do these guys look like they've been whammied?
Perception? What do you mean by whammied?
Are they suffering from some mental
damn it.
affliction that's making them want to be here?
It's so, I mean, no, they look well dressed and they are just having dinner. If you want to give an investigation check to see if you can discern anything else. Also, Buns with a 12 on your perception. You see a man that fits the description of Miguel, the boy's father.
All
And
right.
he's eating at the table.
So there's eight people. We got a Miguel.
And they're
there's a
all
lot
wearing
of
nice
food,
clothes.
and they're all wearing nice clothes.
As they kind of notice you guys looking around, some of them turn and they go, "It's really good." And then another one turns and goes, "The cherry pie is simply amazing." And then another man from the other end of the table with his a little bit of smoked meat on the end of his fork goes, "They have blood pudding." Which for those of you that don't know is a British thing. So
That is a British thing.
And very tasty.
All right. Just looking around.
Is the food that's on the table as described? Like, is it normal food?
yes. It is very much, it looks to be normal food.
Check under the
Just-
table.
I'm gonna purify food.
You're gonna purify food? How are you purifying all of it?
Yeah, I'll
It's
purify
all food within a range, I think.
Yeah,
Can you link
Okay.
the spell? Because I don't know if it's 8 people at a long table. I don't know how big of an area it covers.
Yeah,
Because I'm imagining like a long table.
5-foot radius. So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
pretty
so-
long table. So you can do it's probably at least maybe half the table.
Okay, I'll purify half the table closest to us.
The
Okay.
half Miguel is eating at, hopefully.
Are
Yeah, yes.
you ritual casting? I assume.
Yes, no ritual.
Can.
Because well, it says
10 minutes.
it says first level transmutation ritual. It's either that or you're
Paladins
spending.
can't ritual cast.
Or sorry, it's a instant duration.
Yeah, it's via spell
Paladin.
slot.
So yeah, it's either you ritual cast it or you spend a spell slot to do it instantly.
Okay.
Yes. And you did do it before, so I don't know how many spell slots you have. You also did some smites. I don't know if you gained any back from.
The
No,
short
I
rest.
haven't.
Okay. So
I'd have to
do you
cast-
have the spell slot? And
No, I
you can't ritual cast as a paladin, so you can't purify the food and water. So we're working on base instinct.
My base instinct is I'm gonna eat some.
You gonna eat some?
Yep.
Okay. Is anybody else eating anything?
Well, Mace can't really eat food, so.
I'm waiting to see what happens to Hamhawk.
Fair.
This is
Vlad,
this is very
are you
vital.
also?
Sure, you know why not? I'll find something in front of me.
What happens to food that you eat?
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see how this works. I need a Constitution save from the two of you that are eating food. All right. Very nice. Very nice. And also a Wisdom save. Okay. Ham, you want to take another bite, and Vlad.
I mean, I did.
Nothing happens to you, and it tastes like food. Ham, you took another bite. That'll be another con save. All right, nothing happens to you. Make another Wisdom save. So far, it's just normal food. Does anybody else want to look around while they do this?
While they're gorging
Eating?
over there, yes, I will. I will definitely peruse around the room.
It still tastes like food. You're not unless you want to take another bite. You can take another bite. You're not compelled to take another bite, but you can take another bite. It still tastes good. Still good food. So if either of you take another bite, I would need another con save.
I think after first bite there, Vladinsky would just. Just think it's regular food, so you don't bother to bite it.
So you're gonna take another bite, or you're not gonna
sorry.
bother?
He'd be convinced it's regular food, so he wouldn't take a bite. Put it down.
Okay. All right. Ham,
Okay, I'm just gonna
you gonna eat
shove
more?
some
or-
into the bag that I brought. I'm gonna steal a pie.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Okay. And sorry, Mace and Buns. What were you doing?
I was gonna peruse around, take a look, and see what's
I'm
to
gonna
see.
approach Miguel.
Okay.
Miguel?
He kind of looks over at you, and you see as he takes a bite of another piece of food, and he goes, "Mm-hmm."
Your wife and your daughter and your son. Your son misses you. It's been 5 days.
My son misses me.
And
My
we found your
son-
wife and daughter. We can take you back to them.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're fine, right? They're fine, right?
They miss you.
Well, that's ridiculous. I'm just having dinner. And he takes another bite. Buns, you give me a quick perception? Or, yes, give me a quick perception. Buns, you notice that after he takes another bite, he almost instantly becomes bigger, as if he's gained weight instantly. And you start looking over the table and you see that all of these people at the table are of varying sizes. And sometimes when somebody takes a bite, they get a little bit bigger.
Buns is going to point this out to everybody. I really think you should go see them. Your
Go
wife
see
is really upset.
My wife is upset. My wife is upset.
And your son was crying back in town. He's been
Kinda,
alone
you
for
can
5 days.
you see as he kind of like starts to look down and he starts to like shake his head a little bit and he's like, what? Wait, what? I don't.
Put the fork down.
What am I? Why am I here? Where am I? And he looks at you and you realize that he's kind of like come out of whatever days he was in. And he's like, what am I doing? Where did I get these
Hugs on his-
clothes?
They're very
Hugs
nice
on his sleeve.
clothes.
They're very nice, yes. Please, come
Oh,
away
your
from
wife's
the
in the next
table.
room.
Well, 2 rooms away.
Oh yeah, 2 rooms
Oh.
away. Don't remove the tapestry from the mirror. You'll die.
Okay. I don't
Go.
remember
Go to them.
being. Okay. He gets up and he starts walking away and he's like, oh, I don't remember being so heavy. And he starts just walking away. Kind of makes it through the door.
Guys, I'm gonna go with him. I'll be right back. She just kind of
All right.
hops along with him.
Let's see.
Enchanted foodstuffs.
Mm.
So Mace was looking around the room while Buns was speaking to Miguel.
You kind of, as you look around the room, you see that some of the people are kind of like looking over and they saw the conversation and they watched him leave and they just like hesitantly continue eating. And some of them are just chowing down like aggressively. And one of them is like,
Pops.
one of them is very large. And Mace, you hear something familiar. The sound of chains. And you look up and you see as a chain slides in from an adjacent room and goes over and slides down and it hooks the man and quickly hoists him up and starts to pull him away.
Can I
Bye.
attempt to throw a javelin to knock him off?
You can attempt to throw a javelin at the chain.
To like deflect it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. It'll be a little tough, but go for it.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Your javelin hits the chain and it kind of like before it fully lifts the man, the chain like breaks and he falls. And he falls back down and you see as he kind of like stumbles a little and then starts eating again.
He's a lost cause. It's a miracle that chain actually lifted him, I think.
His weight probably put more strain on the chain, making it easier to break. I won't be
Well,
doing
I
that again,
imagine
though.
I was gonna say, I imagine this is probably the purpose of this room.
So it was lifting him up into the ceiling or across the room?
So when you look up, you can see that there's kind of this like this system where a chain will come in, it'll go down, it'll hook somebody, lift them up, and then take them all the way back the direction it came. There's essentially a cutout in the wall here that leads to an adjacent room. And then there's a door on the wall. This one looks like a very normal door on the wall here that leads to wherever it's taking people.
All right, well, I think we have our heading. We should follow where these chains were gonna take people. We can probably stop this whole magic.
Also, Buns, you easily direct the man back to his family.
Okay.
They're all a little disheveled and like trying to figure out what happened, how they got here. They're happy to know that all of them are alive and that the boy is also alive. But, they're still in shock.
And then Buns is like, okay, I gotta get back to my friends just in case something bad happens.
Okay.
The next room is safe. Just don't. There's a mirror that's currently got a sheet, checkerboard sheet over it. Just don't remove that
Okay.
sheet, and you guys might be able to rest there a little bit more comfortably.
We'll think about it.
Okay.
And as you kind of like start to dart back, you can hear like there's now like 4 men in a pile over there, and they're all just like scratching their chin, and they're like, no, it has to be like maybe he's wearing a helmet and there's like glasses under it, and they're like enchanted, and that's why they glow. Because like
I'm trying to figure out base.
they wouldn't put a flame like that close to a person's head. It'd be way too hot.
You're still trying to piece it together.
I'm trying to figure out base. What's
And then there's like one guy off to the corner that's like, are we going to talk about the human face? And everybody's like, it was obviously baloney, Tim.
Fucking Tim.
But
Tim's the
Berdinsky's
only one that
adorable, and then
knows.
Buns goes through the door.
There was a bear? You return, and I assume, I don't know what, you've returned to the group.
Just as he's getting back, Mace is picking his javelin back up.
All right, we should get going.
Yeah, I don't know how much time I've just bought that man.
That man continues to eat.
He'll be crushed under his own weight soon enough.
And I go to open the door at the other end of the room.
All right.
Hammond.
As you open the door, a massive contraption dominates the center of this room. Above you, obese people futilely wriggle from hooks as they are hoisted into the chute atop the contraption. Humanoid pigs, goats, crows, and chickens are preparing sweets around the machine.
Are there any other doors?
So we're at a furry convention.
Not the kind you'd want to be at, but sure.
Are there any other doors or anything like that?
So let's see.
You want me to roll perception?
Yes, give me a perception.
God damn it.
Going to
So a
assist
big
with
contraption.
that.
We have Anthranimals making snacks and treats and such.
Out of
And there's a bunch of
humans.
people being hoisted over to the contraption.
Yeah.
As you're looking around, let's see.
Dirty 20 on the perception.
All right. Dirty 20 on the perception. So there's not a door in here, but over by the machine, you notice that there's a hole in the ground. And real quick, anybody so Ham and Vlad, you didn't do a perception check. Can you give me an insight check, please.
It was almost so good.
You guys notice that the animals start to look in your direction, and one of them, a cow, has an extra tall hat, and you would recognize that is the person who is currently managing the kitchen. The cow looks over and he starts to like shout to and he just yells, "Get them, but save." And I have to roll real quick to see who's lucky. Okay, who's that? All right, sure. I'm so sorry. He yells, "Get them." But he says, "Save the bunny. They'll make a suitable mate." As the 3 other animals and the cow start to attack.
So, real quick, do I recognize this big contraption in the back to be a meat grinder?
Let me see specifically. So you could give me a quick whatever the cooking thing roll is, because don't you have cooking now?
Yeah, I have a. Where is it?
So if you want to make a quick like kind of like whatever the check for cooking is to see if you can recognize what that is. Everybody else needs to roll initiative, please.
Wow.
Oh dear.
So it'd be an intelligence check.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If that's what it says, yes.
Oh,
As a
initiative.
soldier with initiative check, seems like I'm just scared of combat.
8.
Let me double check. Okay,
Wait.
and then
Oh, I mixed them up. Never mind. I thought that I had rolled the 15, but well.
So what did you get for
It was a
your
6
cookie?
total.
6? You're not 100% sure. Or did you could roll that with advantage because it's chef stuff.
$18.
18? It's not any meat grinder you've ever seen, but you can definitely tell with an 18 that whatever it is definitely taking in people and using them to craft food. It's not just grinding them up. It is like converting them into multiple different things. Like if you can kind of see around
Willy
the room
Wonka's
real quick.
machine.
You can kind of see around the room real quick that it makes like pies, like pie crusts and stuff out of the skin too. So it's essentially a machine that takes all the parts of a person and makes them into different parts of recipes.
It's like Willy Wonka's candy machine.
We
From
need to
the
save this moo
original.
cow. I have questions for him. Questions that need answering.
That moo cow is attempting to make a partner out of a buns.
She's cute. It makes sense.
I will attempt to knock the moo cow out then, so we can tie him up.
Let me
I make no
continue.
promises. I do not consent.
And this party works on consent.
Consent, please.
Let me quickly figure out what type of animals you're fighting.
Well, there's at least one cow.
We just need
Yes.
to cover the basic food groups of fast food. So we need a chicken, we got a cow,
We got a
we
I
need
pig.
will-
pig, and we
I was
need
about to say, you can kind of see them, I believe, as I change what they are.
Yeah.
pig
Uh,
and
So we do
Let's see,
chicken
what do
as
we
one
got
of
now? Oh, you got a chicken.
them.
Hold
There we
on.
go. Here we go.
We
what's
got
the
we got
last?
one
What would be the
more.
last one? I'm trying to figure out how a cow, chicken, and pig make up some big. That's a lot of food groups right there.
Your last
Yeah.
one is goat.
Goat.
You know
Oh,
that checks
oh.
out.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Anyway,
Everything
start
you
of
find on a farm.
combat
Uh-huh.
is we
Moo cow.
have our moo cow. Yes. And let's see what moo cow does. Actually, I know exactly what moo cow does, but let me see who does moo cow.
No,
Nobody should be doing the moo cow.
I do not consent.
1, 2. Well, isn't that just how these situations work? A squiz would very much be like, yeah, that's how dice works in these random encounters. Anyway, so I rolled a dice to see both. Just a quick explanation for you people at home and you people also here. I rolled to see who the mate would be, and I rolled using the list in our token thing of you guys. I rolled a 1 and I got Buns. So the cow said, save Buns. That's a good mate. I then rolled again and I got a 3. You know who's third on the list? Mace. So the cow will now start attacking Mace.
Meanwhile, Mace is trying non-lethal damage against the cow.
All right.
Buns is going to make no promises.
You can't non-lethal damage magic anyway.
I know.
All right. So he swings first with a cleaver. And the cleaver is a +4. Okay. I assume an 8 doesn't hit.
That is correct.
All right. He then swings again. But this time he tries to kick you. Does a 17 hit?
Oh, just.
All right. All right. And you will take 6 points of piercing damage as you get a hoof to the gut.
Oof.
Piercing damage?
That's what it says. That
Jeez, there
is
must be an
what it says.
exposed nail on that thing.
Right?
Hey, the cows have stepped in weirder things.
All right.
There's a lot of videos on Facebook about it.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then that will be the end of his turn. I also forgot to hit begin combat, but that'll be the end of his turn.
Since Ham wants to keep Cowman, who wants her for a mate, alive. I'm gonna try to make some bacon.
Making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and you put it in a pancake.
Making pancakes.
Fuck.
That's what we're gonna make.
Does a 9 hit?
Bacon
Mr. Pig?
It does not hit Mr. Pig, no.
Fuck.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm gonna step back closer to the door.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is that
seeing
the end of your turn?
like 4 things here. Can we actually get a battle map for this one? Do you have one prepared?
I don't have a battle map, but trust me, You're not gonna need one. Because this
Alright.
encounter, I was gonna make one, I was gonna put one in here, and then I read the encounter, and you don't need one. Because
Fair
this
enough.
pig is gonna start attacking Mace.
Alright.
There might be a theme here.
They're all going after the same target.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
As a
Alright.
free action, can Buns be making, sexy moves, trying to distract?
I'll say you can do it, and if you actually want it to have an effect, you can make a performance check on your turn.
For the next turn,
Does
be
a
a bonus?
21 hit?
Can it be a bonus action?
I'd say it's gonna be an action.
gotta
Does a
really
21
commit.
hit?
2021 does hit, yes.
Okay, cool. Just checking to see if you're Vlad or not. Like,
Well, Vlad can impose disadvantage, so
If
well, yeah, but I think
Vlad.
Vlad's AC now is 21.
Yes.
if I run out of spell slots, I might do it.
You, as the pig runs up to you and swings a cleaver and misses, he then, and I kid you not, this is a real thing, bumps you with his belly, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and are pushed back a little. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
So bludgeoning, so halved 2?
Did you rage?
Oh, I haven't raged yet. Yeah, true.
this would be your third rage.
This would be third, but I'm not. I haven't. My turn hasn't come up yet, so yeah, no.
So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and a strength
Yeah.
saving throw.
Strength. Okay.
I've also seen hoof shaving videos, except I can't watch them because I always get too scared that they're gonna get too close to the hoof. You succeed. And that will be the end of the pig's turn. It is now the chicken's turn. And stop me if you've heard this before, but he's going to attack Mace.
But I'm gonna
I'm
impose that
surprised.
disadvantage.
Are you gonna
Okay.
NP disadvantage? Okay.
Can't you decide after that you know if it's a hit? I forget. I don't know what the ability is.
Well, I mean, it would have hit anyway. So you impeded disadvantage. Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, cool. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
Yay!
He's gonna make another attack. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit. Yes.
Okay, it's a chicken. I think we all can assume what's gonna happen here, but
You
he's
know,
gonna
land
try and
it.
yeah, he's gonna land it. He's gonna peck you,
Okay.
and
thought
you're
he
gonna
was
get
gonna land it.
pecked for 6 piercing damage.
Oof.
Ow. Oh,
And that's
Mace.
the end of the chicken's turn. Now, I once again would like to stop you if you've heard this one before, but the
He's
goat will
going after
attack
Mace.
Mace. That was almost a nat 20. A 12 doesn't hit. So his
Nope.
second attack does a 17 hit.
Like I said, just.
Meets or exceeds.
Yep.
Okay. I also need a strength saving throw. And you take 4 points of piercing damage as he headbutts you.
Oof.
14, you succeed.
All right. And you
So
said
you
how much?
managed to hold. You took 4 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
You
And that
doing
will be
okay
the
there, Beb?
I mean, it took 4. It took 4 of them. It took 4 multi attacks, but half health.
all right. Hamhawk.
So I started swinging. I'm going to Hunter's Mark. Actually, I can't now.
Oh, actually, no. I scratched that. He's looking pretty okay. Look, little beat up, but he's okay.
You can move it. Or has it been too long?
We
You
took a short rest,
rest.
Oh.
so
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, we're just gonna swing. Me and Nugget are gonna roll up on the chicken.
Duke, no. Duke, please. No, Duke, please. I'm wearing shorts. Don't do this.
Gonna roll up on the chicken,
All right, you're rolling up on the chicken.
and we're gonna swing at the chicken.
Make
All
me some
right, you're
tendies.
swinging at the chicken.
Make nuggies.
We're just gonna short sword.
Short
But
sword.
it's the +2 one. I can't add anything to these sheets. So
You're good. So it'd be your regular attack
short
bonus
sword
plus two.
+2.
At least it's not a jort sword.
Huh?
I'll never forgive you, Russell.
So it's an 11
11?
total.
An 11 hits on the dot.
Perfect.
Woo!
And then we'll roll damage, which also gets a +2.
Kind of Cartoon Network show did I just
And
create?
an additional 1d4.
All right, roll the damage and let me know what the damage is.
Minimum.
Oof.
So is it 7? Plus 2?
7 total.
Did you get your +2? Do you get +2 for a magic sword?
Yeah,
You also hit, so you get 1d4 lightning damage. Did you do
I
that?
added that. The 1d4 thunder.
So is it
So
7 or
it's
9?
9, because I couldn't
On the-
add the +2.
On the chicken.
And then have
Right.
Nugget go in for his own attack.
32 minus 9. Ah, you're making me do math.
I think that hits.
23. Okay. Yeah, that hits. I'm trying to do.
For another 4 damage.
Okay.
Calculator.
It's not looking so hot. I know. No. I would never use. I would never need a calculator to subtract 9. I would. Okay. Anyway.
Same.
Can't really do anything with my bonus action. So we're just going to end the turn.
Gotcha. That's a
That
Or
Vladimir.
actually, in this case, my bonus action was having Nugget attack. I'm double checking.
Nugget. I now need a sound for this. This show. That's just like the really aggressive like guitar riff and lightning sound, and then it's just Nugget. I don't know why. I just feel like we need that.
Marker placed.
I need to get a stream deck too, so that like every time Nugget does something that I deem cool, I can press the Nugget button, and it'll play like the animation with the lightning. It'll just be like a close up zoom on Nugget. Nugget. Turn Nugget into the sponsor, like the spokesperson. Sanctuary on
I'm casting Sanctuary on Mace.
Mace. Okay, Mace, you are sanctuaried.
Well,
Uh,
okay. I mean, I guess they're gonna break next turn.
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
I
Is that a spell or a cantrip?
It's the first
uh,
level spell too.
Oh
have a
yeah, do you
spell
have any
slot?
spell slots
yeah, after the short.
after the short rest? Okay, cool.
Based on that, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go aggressively punch him.
So you're doing that instead of Sanctuary.
Well, no, sanctuary is a bonus action.
Nice. Oh, punch.
I don't think you meant to. Are you actually punching?
Yeah, I'm actually punching a pig.
Or are you using a weapon? Is I think the intent.
No, straight up, just in a rage that Fladinsky wasted a spell slot there. He's just going to slug the nearby pig.
I guess, it fits your costume. You tend to fight with your bare hands.
I was waiting for somebody
Oh,
else to make
God,
the
this
fun.
is so bad on so many levels.
I've been waiting this whole stream for the opportunity.
Also, why would Sanctuary end next turn?
It ends if the person that has Sanctuary cast on them makes an attack. And they're going to go before all of the other guys. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I take any aggressive action, Sanctuary ends.
Gotcha. My sanctuary.
So did a 14.
Does a 14 hit? Yeah, 14 hits. Sorry, I was getting
Okay.
very Kingdom Hearts up in here. Yes. That's another button I need, apparently. Vlad does use Sanctuary a lot. I feel like I get a decent amount out of that button.
I'm going to have Nugget use his reaction for this one to add an extra d6 fire.
So 10, which is easy math. 10 damage to the pig.
All right.
Guys, I'm the DM. I don't know if you knew that or not. You're like, I have to do math.
And you're streaming too. Wow,
And
I'm
I'm-
impressed.
And I'm gay. I'm homosexual doing math, streaming, and I'm DMing.
And
Damn.
reading.
Oh my god, you're right. I'm reading. Guys, this is a miracle.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use his last rage.
Rage.
Haven't you used Rage
And-
twice in this encounter? Like in this
No,
session?
not. Well, yeah, and then you got a short rest, right?
It doesn't
No,
come back during a short rest.
I have 3.
But didn't you use one when we were fighting the 2 dudes that like almost wrecked Ham permanently?
Right. So he used 2, and then he would have a third one.
Right.
So this is his last rage.
Yes.
Which, to be fair, he's getting ganged up on the barn animal crew. So
Yeah. So he's taking all of this, all of this pummeling, and he just
they're welcoming you to the barnyard.
in a fit just throws his hands and
It's Happy Humble's Burger House out here.
grabs
Or
the
Happy
bottom.
Humble Burger Barn. There we go.
He
Yeah,
grabs the
that's it.
bottom of the scythe to unsheath it, pulling it up from behind, and goes to hit the it was the chicken he hit, Vlad?
I punched the pig.
The
pig.
pig.
Okay, I'll
And
go.
I
So
I'll go
hit
for
the
the pig.
chicken.
Yeah, the pig and the chicken have taken damage.
I will go for the pig.
Pig.
I want somebody help.
We got FNAF in D&D. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Introducing new FNAF character, Pig.
23.
That hits.
I mean, if you just start looking at the fan FNAF games that people made, guarantee you someone out there has made one to cover every mascot we're looking at here.
Okay, 9 points on the pig.
Yes.
Gotcha. He's not looking so Gucci, Mr. Krabs. Anyway, did you know that this is a horror thing? I'm really switching the vibe around. I'm sorry.
And it doesn't look like it's adding the rage damage, though.
Oh, okay. And then 2, so
Yeah.
he's extra not looking very good.
So yeah, that'll be his turn. Oh, and when he threw his hands before pulling out the scythe, his fingers extended and became sharp.
Gotcha. Cowman!
Moo. Moo, 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 moo.
Does I assume a 15 doesn't hit you, Mace.
Correct.
All right. And that didn't hit either. Cowman misses both of his attacks. No cows. Wow. That's rude. Buns, it's your turn.
Magic missile.
That's a
One
very
for
Buns
pig,
move.
one for chicken, one for
Wow.
goat.
But not cow. The romance is alive.
Is it 3? I thought it was 4 darts at level 1.
It's
3 at level 1.
Right. 3d4 plus 3.
it's-
Or 1d4 plus 1 each.
That's we'll go in order from we'll do
pig, chicken,
so that one's
goat.
yeah, so pig takes 4 pig damage. And then the next one.
Hold on.
I wonder if it's assuming that like it's just going to use the same damage for each dart, but I always rolled for individual darts.
Yeah, I always did too.
I mean, this is also a case where it kind of makes sense to do so.
3. Okay. And then 2 damage to Goatman. I dance on your bridge, Goatman. Anyway. You've hit them.
Buns is gonna look out the door. Are the eaters still eating?
Some of them are. Some of them have kind of shaken out of the daze and are like looking around, very confused at the commotion. But some of them are still consuming. Yes.
Buns will call out, "Go through that door," pointing to the other door that they had come through to get here.
Gotcha.
And then keep going through the door again, and you'll find some of your townsfolk.
Gotcha.
Don't touch the sheet.
Don't touch the checkered sheet over the mirror.
Is that the end of your turn, Buns?
Yes.
Not all. Well, yeah, I guess if they had like mage armor or whatever the deflect thing is.
Shield.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Gonna attack Mace. A 6. Your AC is 17, right? Or it's
Correct. 16 does not hit.
That's a nat 20.
Impose disadvantage.
Can you
With your
impose disadvantage?
reaction. It's got the shield feat, I thought.
Yeah, I could disadvantage. That'd
This
be
is
on
the time to
attack.
disadvantage.
Yes.
It's a crit.
It's no longer a nat 20, but it still hits.
It hurts
fine.
less now.
Strength saving throw.
Do I now have advantage? Because rage. I needed it.
You
Yes, you
succeed.
did.
And you take 3 half down to, I believe it'd be 1 at this point. So 3 half down to 1 belly damage, which is bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Magic missile always hits the target unless they have a shield or, I think, deflect missile. I think also is a thing.
Yeah.
Just shield. Shield auto misses it. There's a magic item that does something similar, but like there's the amulet of shield.
And then chicken roll 17 hits. You'll take. Is slashing damage halved also?
It is piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. Yes.
So 6 halved to 3, so you take 3 slashing damage. And then that doesn't hit. And now we move on to Goatman. That does hit. And you will take 5 halved to 2, so 2 slashing damage. And then that also hits. And you will take 3 halved to 1, 1 piercing damage. Or is piercing damage was on the list, I think, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Basically all weapon damage. That's
Yeah.
not magic.
So you'll take 1, and then I need a strength saving throw for that last one.
Okay. Strength saving throw with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
So you pass, so you're good. And then that's the end of that turn. So Ham, you're up.
Mace is
Um,
looking pretty rough.
we're gonna
Oh,
go ahead
dear.
and slash at chicken again.
Like, he's not in danger. He's just looking pretty rough.
Chimpkin.
Chimkin nuggies.
Sure, what's a what?
I
Make
just
them
added
nuggies.
here.
That
Yes.
hits.
Ayy.
That
So
that
it's an
that
unnatural
hits.
20, and then we're
She
gonna
hits
add
hard, sir. Sir, she hits hard. Let me delete that. Yes. She did 16. 16. How do you want to kill the chicken?
Turn them into nuggies.
I was gonna go for like a decapitate, but chickens with their head cut off have done things before, so I'm just gonna go down this thing's whole breast, just all the way down. We're cracking this thing open like it's a
Gotcha.
Walmart rotisserie chicken.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
And
that's
you get
my
+2.
attack. We're gonna go with a bite attack. $16 on the pig this time.
Okay. 16 hits. Mod +2. The +2 to your sword is
6.
bad already. Okay, so he is hanging on. Barely. I'm also fixing your sword, by the way. So the damage will calculate correct. And then we'll add that. Yeah, that's added. Okay. Well, I can just actually, we'll just plus. Okay. And then you get a bonus to that. And there you go. Your sword is fixed. So it will already add those things for you.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right. What's Nugget doing? Or did he not do anything?
He
Or is
bit.
that the bite? That was the bite. Vlad, it's your turn.
Right. So let's shield. Which +2 is AC.
You're cutting out. Okay, shield faith on Mace, I assume?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Warhammer the strike.
Yeah,
Warhammer. You're Warhammering which animal?
The goat.
All right, go ahead. That hits.
I'm gonna reaction add a d6.
Okay. So that's 14 total points of damage.
Adding a little bit of fire damage to each of these hits that we can. Gotta cook these guys right.
All right. Is that all you got?
Yep.
All right. Mace, you're up.
I will go ahead and take another swing with the maul. Pig was the other one that took damage. Yeah.
Pig and goat took damage. Cow is taking no damage.
Pig
Okay.
is also like almost dead apparently. He's not looking
Yeah,
good.
they're not doing good. Also, we can put Husky back up. There we go.
$23
On who?
on the pig. Let's finish off.
23 hits. It hits.
For
How do
TM,
you want to kill the pig?
I will decapitate that pig and shove an apple in his mouth.
All right. The pig is dead.
There is probably also an apple nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So I will shove
All
that.
right.
I will pick that apple up and shove it in the decapitated head's mouth.
All right. Do you
And
have multi-attack?
that will. I do not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
If I actually
barbarians are
whip out the claws, I do have a multi attack, but it does about the same amount of damage as the mace.
barbarians like to use dual wielding weapons because they can add rage damage to each one.
Well, actually, no. Yeah, the claws do 1d6 plus 3 per, so that's actually a little bit more.
4 half to 2. You take two slashing damage.
You bearing in mind he's got 19 AC now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, never mind.
19
That
AC.
doesn't hit. And that doesn't hit either. So it's now Bun's turn.
Buns is gonna scratch at an arm, looking at the cow, and send some fleas that way.
All right. Is that
Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving
AC
throw?
14.
DC 14.
He saves with a 19.
Fuck. Okay. Buns is just gonna wiggle her butt at him.
Moo.
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 No.
Bit of a
Moo.
moot point.
I'm a wizard. I don't get up close.
Also, as a fellow bunny, we clearly shank people. Get it right.
I mean, I am tempted to get up there and start using the dagger, but you know.
Is that the end of your turn?
Oh.
Medion.
Yeah.
All right. And now it is Goat Man.
Goat man.
Ah. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Wonder who they're hitting. Or
God,
trying
It
wouldn't
doesn't
it
to
matter.
be
They missed.
crazy? Wouldn't it be crazy if it was Mace? Wouldn't you just be absolutely shocked?
Shocked and surprised and amazed.
Ham, it's your turn.
Okay. So eventually I'll have to add another short sword, but we're gonna roll for a short sword attack against the Goat Man.
Goat Man. That hits.
I'm gonna add an additional d6 to my own hit here. Of fire, but
Ooh, nice.
for 16 damage.
How do you want to kill Goatman?
I'm gonna cut his legs off. Get some flank steak going.
All right. Goatman is dead.
And
Goodbye,
then it
John
will be
Goatman.
a bite attack
On
non-lethally against Cowman.
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 Four
And we're
more
just gonna-
rabbits. That hits.
3 damage.
All right.
How big is Cowman here?
In size?
Yeah.
Or he's
he, like-
medium sized.
Oh, he's a medium? Okay.
Yeah, he's a medium sized cowman.
Okay.
Okay, well, Vladinsky's gonna look at Cow, just cock his head a little bit, then shrug shoulders before walking up and punching Cow in.
Not the punch. One punch.
One punch.
That hits. I don't think you get any bonuses to your unarmed, right?
It be 4 damage.
All right. Cowman takes 4 damage.
Damblage.
Poor
Mace
Cowman.
is going to attempt to swing around behind Cowman and grapple.
Oh, okay. Go for the
Trying
grapple.
to-
Okay, so
Trying to
we will
use them
make
claws to, like, dig in and hold.
so we will make. Is it a strength saving on my
Oh,
end? I
it-
believe?
It's
Just
he's
contested
gonna
rolls?
roll acrobatics. Or no, he's gonna roll athletics versus either acrobatics or athletics on the Cowman. You choose.
And this would still be with advantage or no? Because
Well,
of the
you're
rage?
making a strength check, so because it's a strength skill check, because it's acrobatics. So you'd get
Right.
your if you get
Yeah.
advantage on strength checks, you'd get it on this.
Okay.
Cowman.
So
You don't
21
need
is
to
what
be
he has
cow-
to beat.
Oh my god. You know what? Whoops. Anyway. Whoops. He does not beat it.
He is grappled.
Yeah. Also, I want you to know that this could have went a lot worse because I completely ignored the fact that all of those guys had pack tactics.
Oh.
Oh.
I just looked over and I was like, oh, yeah. I should have been rolling advantage on everything. Whoops.
Well then.
So they've got a speed of 0.
Speed
He
of
ain't
0,
running.
and
And that's it.
Mace just kind of flops over, holding him up. So they are also prone, if that'll...
Nope, just grappled.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just their speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. So it essentially just can't run away.
Yeah.
You can still technically make attacks.
Okay, but yeah, that's it.
Cowman.
Ah.
No. Definitely not. Okay. Buns.
Seeing that, Cowman is grappled, Buns is going to approach and
Give him the shiv.
Give him the bunny poke.
Yeah. Surely I'll have
Stab,
better
stab.
luck with the dagger.
Stab.
It's not a saving throw, at least.
She almost stabs herself.
You realize that you were holding the dagger the wrong way. You were doing that cool backhand hold, but then stabbed as though you were holding it front ways.
Your attempt to dagger the cowman was so bad that he, in fact, thinks that you're showing him how well you know how to use a knife, and he is impressed.
So that's action. All right.
As a ham.
So these attacks will be made with non-lethal intent. I'm going to start with the short sword. $17 to hit.
A 17 hits.
I think its
We're going
AC
to
is
add
like
an
11.
additional 1d6.
How dare you know what their AC is?
That is 14 total.
Cowman is upset that you hit Cowman. He's not looking great.
And then
Get
we're
him,
gonna
you
roll
guys.
for bites.
Non-lethally.
That hits. All right. He's not looking good, but he's not looking bad.
Do it. Punch his lights out.
I'll knock him flat on the ground. Ladinsky is just gonna wind up an arm and then blindly swing at Cowman.
That hits.
For
And
4
then douche,
damage.
another punch
He
to
is
the head.
he is very much not good, but he's not down.
All right. That's fine. Mace can knock his lights out.
Headbutt him, baby.
Mace is going to...
Suplex.
Ham
German
just yelling at
suplex.
like Ham just yelling like sport, like wrestling terms.
He's going in with the steel chair.
going to kind of re-rip and like dig in with the claws for 2 swipes with the claws.
Non-lethal.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
We're just trying to juggle his insides.
Trying to bear.
That hits. You don't have to roll damage. He only has 1 health.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
So you knock him unconscious.
Buns kicks its shin.
It dies.
The damage is too much. His broken heart will
Stop
never
it! He's
recover.
already dead.
So that ends combat.
Yee.
Buns holds out her rope.
Start tying up Hogman. Or sorry, Pig.
Yeah.
No, what was it? Cowman.
Cowman. Oh my god. Get his species right.
So Mace continues to hold and just kind of pinches the hooves together.
Buns is just stabbing the
Flip.
chicken, trying to figure out how this stabbing thing
Jeez, how do I do this when I run out of spell slots again?
Oh my god.
Pointy end into the bird. Point.
And Vladin's making the comment, don't have a cow.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna
Buns
hog
throws the
tie
knife
Cowman.
poorly at Lidinsky.
As you finish that up, I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws as you realize that the machine has in fact been continuing to drop people inside of it this entire time.
And my character not care. This would not phase him, but I guess for all intents and purposes.
I mean, you don't care. Mace Mace and Buns, however, you do care. Please roll a D100 for me.
That moment when you realize that Ham hasn't had to roll any insanity checks because he's already insane.
All right. Mace has a 77.
You can't crazy.
Mace, in a moment of the realization of what's been going on, you start to panic and you go a little off the rails. Mace, next to you is it's a bowl, and it's full of ash from where they had lit a fire to cook something. You feel the urge to consume that ash. You want to eat that ash.
Eat that ash.
You want to eat that ash?
I will, in fact, take. I will take. Thank you so much. I would like to accept this award. And then Buns with a 27. With a 27, you suddenly realize that those people were some of the people you had yelled at in the other room. And you're suddenly aware that you didn't stop. You didn't stop everyone. You didn't help all of them. And some of them got dropped into that machine. And you feel the overwhelming sorrow and fear and upset and anger, and you feel all of these emotions at once, and you become incapacitated, and you start screaming and crying at the people you couldn't save.
So Mace, in trying to eat that ash, is pouring it into his mouth, and some of it is kind of getting caught in the gearworks of his jaw.
I also need you both to roll another D100 because you will have a long-term effect from this.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
Poor Buns.
Oh no.
Oh,
We'll start with Mace.
oh,
Oh no. Mace, as you pour that ash into your mouth, you start experiencing you start seeing things. You start seeing hallucinations of things around you, flies and wisps and things fluttering around you, and you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Just forever?
No, it lasts for let's see how long it lasts, huh? For the next 4 hours.
We take a long rest after
And,
this.
You know, it's funny that you say that because for the next 3 hours, Buns, that overwhelming grief and sorrow, you faint.
You just pass out.
You fall unconscious, and no amount of jostling or damage can wake you up for the next 3 hours.
So I suppose we may as well take a long rest.
Yeah,
I
this
will
works out.
I will say that you can take a long rest, but if you take a long rest in this room currently without dealing with the thing that caused you to have this, you will in fact continue to be affected by this.
I mean, taking
Step one is
the blunt end of the scythe and smashing the machine.
So you need
I was gonna
let's see.
interrogate Cowman on how this thing works.
You can go ahead. I'll say for the sake of not having to roll for it, you can start beating the crap out of the machine until it stops. It stops.
Yeah.
Cowman is unconscious, so you definitely knocked him unconscious. If you would like to try and talk to Cowman during your long rest, you may.
I will spend the long rest with him around the backside of the machine until he squeals. I need to know how this machine works.
So
He
for flavor, Mace goes insane. Starts pouring the ash to his mouth. The the latter trickles of his rage. He just goes after the machine, just clawing and scraping at it until it stops.
That is one way to break the machine. All right. So during your long rest, you all can get your effects of long rest. For the first half of the long rest, you have a crazed Mace, who is hallucinating, and a Buns who is just so distraught that she is unconscious. After about 2 to 3-ish hours, the cowman does wake up, and he looks and he just instantly goes to aggression and starts trying to like wiggle and fight and attack, and he yells and screams, and he's not willing to share information with you. He is just animal instinct trying to murder.
I'm gonna start cutting off hoof lengths until he starts talking.
You can roll, I guess, an interrogation. So intimidation with advantage because you're cutting his limbs off. Okay. He's managing to stay conscious. And then
I'm a chef. I know how to cut up meat.
he is not talking though. He is gritting his teeth and just not not talking. Actually, to the point of when you cut off one of his hooves, he spits on the ground.
If this goes on long enough, and Mace manages to snap out of it before it's done, Mace will kind of assist by holding the scythe out in front and just kind of
You
saying words every now and again. So
so I will get you can roll again one more time with advantage.
See, I'd like to think that I was the good cop, and we brought him in.
You cut his limbs off. I don't know that we can call you the good cop.
I'm the good cop.
The rogue.
7.
Wow.
Okay, well, let's see.
I mean, he already had advantage, so could I roll my own intimidation check?
Well, no, I think that was you giving me a second chance, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he rolls high and does not. He continues to grit his teeth, and he spits at you, and then he rolls low, and he spits at you, and he starts to like wobble a little bit as he passes out and dies from blood loss.
Darn. All right, Nugget, we're gonna push this guy into the machine.
And I start trying to push him up into the machine.
The machine is broken because
For
Mace
now.
broke it.
Have these guys just been hanging up there the entire time? Because
no.
I certainly didn't get these guys down.
No, the guys haven't been hanging up there. The machine already consumed the ones that didn't run away during the combat and stuff.
Oh, so there's just extra food lying around.
Made of people, but yeah. I mean, but that doesn't affect you, I guess.
I mean, it's Soylent Green
It's
at this
Soylent
point.
Green.
Yeah.
Eh.
The room is just full of Soylent Green.
Anyway, so you guys get the effect of a long rest.
Come on, it was good.
You guys get the effect of a long rest. As Ham also collects his Beyond Meat, because it's Beyond Meat. I will be